The origins of Ollie is a guy named Alan Gelfand did it on vert, meaning on pools and weightless vertical walls. So when he did it, it's more of a sense of unweighting with a slight tap. And there was a punch and a momentum that went around that got him off the wall. I saw him, so that's when if you look up Ollie, it's actually in the dictionary, you'll see Alan Gelfand, and there's a reason for that. I was just a little kid doing flat ground, and I don't know what year it was, 80, whatever it was. I had for a long time done a really simple movement, and there are a ton of tricks where I needed to get to this side. It's a transfer trick. I'd been doing that since the late 70s, so that I could in turn do things like that. When I saw him do it on the wall, I'm thinking the mechanics of it. How do you get your board off the ground? How would you get your board off the ground like he did off the wall? Because I'm stuck on flat ground, not weightless. And I realized, from seeing it on the vert to getting my board up in the air, the first ones I did took about, 5-10 minutes. I started doing that. I realized that's just the same motion I've been doing for years. It's a seesaw motion. That's how Ollies work. It's just a punch and a little hop. The real key to it was dragging your foot and leveling it out, which brings the board up. People credit me with the importance of the Ollie that gave the foundation for street skating, which is skateboarding today, all that. And to me, it was like, yeah, but it's not a big deal. I was able to contribute at a foundational level a lot of the tricks that the entire community uses to express themselves, which again is one of the beauties of skateboarding, is that we all draw from the same pool and give it back so that others can do the same and keep expounding. Some of the most impactful innovations were guys on vert who are taking it to different environments, showing how the context can change what we do. Likewise with street skaters, guys, Mark Gonzalez is a huge one. Nodis, guys, Tom Penny, were ways to take these basic movements that I had done with giving a sort of alphabet or vocabulary of flat ground tricks, that I was able to do variations very quickly of all those kick flips and 360 flips and heel flips. They took very little time and effort, really, because at that time I was working with a blank slate, so I don't give that much credit to what I did. And I'm fortunate people give that, but to me the most important things in skateboard were how to take it to different environments. I learned it when I first started studying physics, was breaking things into component form. Everything in vectors, you start breaking them apart in component form, with the x's and the y's and different axes, so you can simplify things. And you don't look at the whole, you look at the sub-pieces. And that's how I've always looked at skating, is a series of catenated movements. But one thing's for sure, they're made of pieces. And so one of the things that I do is start breaking tricks apart in terms of pieces. And then I look at those individual pieces and I start to expound on all related ideas from pieces. And as they become more rarefied and branched out, then, okay, you digest that, you feel that, and then you go on to another piece in another domain. Maybe work on something on flat, maybe throw it up, something up to a ledge, maybe do it on a bank, maybe do it rotationally. All those will educate you as they branch out on the sort of granularity. It actually has cousins and it has its own family trees. It's all some degree of physics, it really is. Even the best skaters I know, they may not talk the language, but they have an intuitive sense of leverages and how there's balance and symmetries that probably graduate level physics type of thing. There is a lot going on there. We as skateboarders tend to be collections of people that really don't belong in collections. We're outsiders, yet we seek a sense of belonging. And the only way you can sort of bring that, because the belonging comes on our own terms. And so the way that we stand out within this community, because we're all seeking to be respected. I mean, that's a human need, to be respected, admired, praised, whatever. And the way we do that is not through extremes. We don't have metrics such as high jump and long jump and cyclist where it's measured in time or anything. The metrics in our sort of meritocracy that determine who we are is how we individuate ourselves by what we do and how we do it. How much do you stand apart as an individual by the way that you do the stuff that everyone else does, essentially? Maybe how you do it, maybe where you do it, maybe how you recombine it. There's all kinds of ways. So there's a pressure that we, within of how do you earn respect? You earn respect by the degree to which you make yourself different. And so what that does is bring all these like-minded individuals trying to take what the basic alphabet of what we do and expand it in ways that no one's ever done before, which is the inherent definition of invention.